Welcome Green Dragons, this is Dragon Vision, your online resource for lessons and tutorials that will help you follow the path of the Green Dragon. I'm Master Mike, and in this episode we're going to talk about the Plant Part game. The Plant Part game is one of our favorite games. We practice almost every session here at Grow Dojo, and it's a game that has a main question of what is it like to move and feel like a plant. And indeed, I always say, plants are the strongest martial artists out there, even though many martial artists base their whole styles off of moving like animals, like the tiger forms, the crane forms, or the mantis forms. Those are all very powerful styles, but at Green Dragons, we love plants so much that we say, what about the plants? If you really study and take time to honor and understand those plants, you know that they are just as martial as any other natural being out there. So the Plant Part game is going to help us move and feel like a plant, help us lead other people and follow other people, which is an important part of being any kind of martial artist, athlete, or a member of any team. So as usual, let's have fun with the Plant Part game and be ready to work hard, play fair, and grow well. There are a lot of moves in the Plant Part game, and we make up new ones all the time. But I consider these moves the core, which means I want any beginner and advanced Green Dragon student to know these forms well. So the Plant Part game, when the leader is up front, they always start with their feet together, quick bow, show we're ready, and here's the core moves. Seed, we come down into a seed position. Okay, I grab my hands around my knees and I make myself small. A seed is small, but that doesn't mean it's not powerful. Actually, it has all of the energy that it needs to begin making the plant. So when we go down into seed, we say the seed nice and firm. Seed. Then I go into stem. Stem. So stem, I point my hand straight up. This is the core part of the plant, and this emphasizes your core. So as you go up, I want you to tighten that tummy nice and strong, like you could take a hit in that tummy and you wouldn't feel anything. That's the key to a good plant, is that they're very firm but also tall and flexible. So I put my hands up, my hands are clapped together, and I say stem. Then plants know this, but some people I know don't know this. They always want to reach with their stem before they have a root. But a smart plant knows that we have to form the root before we get any bigger. So we go into root. Down here, make sure you're low, the hands are in the chambers, and you're feeling that root. So far, seed, stem, root. Now that we've formed our root, the plants know it's okay to extend ourselves. This is called a shoot. Note, I'm not pushing with my hand, but I'm turning my hand to hit with this part. Shoot. Another one. Shoot. And then we start to double these moves up. Double shoot. Stem. Root. Shoot. Shoot. Double shoot. Another move we do from root is tendril. From our root, we not only make straight shoots like a plant making a branch, but many different forms of extensions of the plant's core, and from their root are moving vines that actually grab things and help them pull them up. So again, we think plants are boring, but actually if you watch a plant use a structure called a tendril, they can wrap around structures like a garden trellis that help support them as they grow. Sometimes they even wrap around each other. Sometimes they even strangle each other. So the tendril is a deep martial arts move we learn from plants that tendril in the garden or the farm or in nature. So I'm coming down. Here, a tendril, I scoop. So this is like a scoop block. But pretend your tendril is your arm wrapping around something and then reaching. So I use my root to wrap. I come down, I load up, and I reach even further, and it looks just like a punch. So tendril, scoop, reach. tendril, scoop, reach. Tendril, wrap around, reach, tendril, wrap around, reach. Double tendril, scoop double in the front, and double forward. Double tendril, scoop double in the front, open the chest as you sink even deeper into your root, and throw those double fists forward. So to get into tendril, you call root. Root, shoot, shoot, tendril, tendril, double shoot, double tendril. And try to learn the difference between those moves. After we've grown a little, formed our root, and thrown some shoots, it's time to add to our plant family. And the way plants extend themselves is they start to make buds. Buds are the beginning of flowers, and so if you imagine your body like a bud, this is our stem now, the rooted leg, and I pick up my knee into a bud-looking formation, which is a bundle of energy sticking off the stems. So here, I also guard my bud with my hands, just like many buds on the outside are hard. So here, bud, then I try the other side, bud. Just go side to side, bud, bud. Each time the leader calls bud, you just go to the side, bud, and hold it as long as you can. Then if the leader wants, they can switch it by just calling another bud, bud. One knee plus one knee equals two knees up in the air. So this one, we use our imagination a little bit, but we get some air by popping up our knees, calling double bud. The style on this one, smack the bottoms of your feet together as you go up. Double bud. Double bud. And that's how we double those moves up. Then we go to bloom. Bloom, I use my bloom hands. So these, imagine your hands like graceful but strong petals of a flower. This hand is going to come up in a slight overhead block. Make sure you turn that palm out and up, and this one comes down in a shoot, okay? Almost like we're pressing with the outer part of our hand, but we do this circular. For bloom, when we open our hands into bloom, that's one bloom. That's the other bloom. Again, bloom, bloom. For double bloom, we come down. We're going to keep our fists and then open them up high and then come down into a seed with our hands in front. Imagine extending those beautiful blooms as far out as you can, and we're jumping to add some power to this one. So when we do double bloom, I'm opening up my whole body in midair and bringing it back to the front, back into guard. Not many people know this, but some flowers open up every morning and close up every evening. Sometimes we just see the flower and we say, oh, that's nice, but it looks a little boring. But actually, if you play the flower in fast motion, they're opening and closing, even reaching sometimes. And those are the secret martial arts behind the bloom. So bloom 1, bloom 2, double bloom, and down, okay? Next, we do the flower. So the beginning bloom becomes a strong flower. So that last part of the bud is going to open into a kick-like motion, kicking that hand like we do in a lot of our traditional moves. So bloom, up here, flower, and down. Other side, bloom, pick up that knee, point the toe, flower, and down. And then you can probably guess what's coming. Double flower. How do I get both legs out straight and high at the same time? Well, I have to do my best. Double jump. Try to hit both feet as well with your hands. So down. And that's our double flower. So let's call it double flower. Double flower. And try to get your legs as wide and still make a tap on those toes, so your whole body. Another extension is, I'll show you from the side, is double front flower. So normally I'm facing forward, but double front flower is another really hard one that works your core. Imagine a double straight kick in the front and bringing it down. So you have to leap and come down. So that's double front flower. Okay, so a lot of us know what fruit is, but have you ever thought about why there is fruit? A fruit is a way that plants send their seeds to another area. And I always say this is brilliant from an animal's perspective, because as animals, we can walk around and visit each other and go place to place. But plants, they have such a powerful root that most of them don't move much after they have established a root. So how do you get your seeds? How do you build your family? How do you get that out there? Well, plants have this ingenious invention called the fruit. So in martial arts, we've converted that into a jump kick to capture the spirit of the fruit, which sends its energy into other areas and can establish roots in new areas without even having to move. Actually, they're so smart, they get we animals to do that. So the common example is a bird that takes a seed or pecks at some fruit and digests the seed inside of it, and then it flies away and it deposits that seed through waste into another area. And then when the seed hits that soil, if it's in healthy, fertile soil, then it might find a place to establish new roots and form a new plant. So we use this jump kick move. It's the last one of our core plant part game series to do a jump kick, and just pay attention to how we jump, hit the hand, and come back. So if I start from bloom, and then flower, and then fruit, I'm going to step down with that bud knee. So I step down, and then this leg becomes the fake knee, and I'm going to jump kick with my right leg and hit my right hand. So from flower, after a kick, I can call fruit, step, jump kick, hit that hand, keep your neck long, and then shuffle back. So right after you hit the ground, shuffle back to your center, and that's a great way to do the fruit. So again, fruit, I start from here, step, jump kick, and shuffle back. Then the other side, fruit, step, jump kick, and shuffle back. It's important to shuffle back, especially if you're used to practicing this with your team at the dojo, because if you jump to the side, you might be in someone else's space, but if they're jumping to the side, they'll be out of your way, but then you both need to come back to your own space to finish up that move. So the progression, bud, bloom, flower, fruit. Shuffle back. Other side, bud, bloom, flower, fruit. And those of you that know your gardening, you know that it's true. The bud becomes a bloom, becomes a flower, which eventually turns into a fruit or vegetable that's very nutritious and healthy for us to eat. So think about that, of all the hidden messages in our Plant Part Game core series. So let's go through the whole core series of the Plant Part Game. I won't stop here. See if you can follow along and get a warm-up at the same time. Seed, stem, root, shoot, shoot, double shoot, tendril, tendril, double tendril, bud, bud, double bud, bloom, bloom, double bloom, flower, flower, double flower, double front flower, fruit, fruit, And that's the core series. So that's the core series in the order that we like to learn them. But when you're leading the plant park game, you can make up any 10 moves you want when you're in front of your team. You can jump around from move to move. It's just important that each move is crisp and clear and that you use your strong leader voice. All of you orange shirts, you know that your first test is doing 10 plant park game moves in a row without pausing, without getting a move wrong, and doing each move crisp, clear, and having low stances while you do it. So make sure you practice for that. Here's a couple examples of 10 or so moves that I will do in a row, and then you can practice leading yourself or maybe even your family at home. Seed, stem, root, double shoot, tendril, bud, flower, fruit. Seed, stem, root, double shoot. So when you're leading the plant park game, you don't need to stick to that order that I just showed. In fact, I want you to mix it up a little bit, keep your team guessing of where you're going, and keep them following fast. So we start with the bow. Try to follow my moves, follow them clear, say the move right after I say it, and do it just like I'm doing it. Seed, stem, root, double shoot, bud, bloom, fruit. Seed, double shoot, tendril, stem, bud, double flower. Seed, stem, root, shoot, shoot, double shoot, tendril, tendril, double tendril, bud, bud, flower, fruit, bud, bloom, flower, fruit. Bow when you're finished, and then it's time for someone else to lead. Great job, Green Dragons. That concludes our plant park game core move set. There are many more moves from the plant park game, but I hope you'll learn to master those ones from this video so that you can come and lead them even stronger at the Grow Dojo. You can even try teaching your family a little bit of that game. Anyone can play it. The plant park game is a great way to warm up, to do some other videos, to practice your martial arts that you already know, or just to get ready for having a fun, healthy, and strong day. Whatever you do, I hope you work hard, play fair, and grow well.